Hello YouTube, Byron at Splitting Slices. Welcome back to the Knife and EDC channel. Today is Friday, March 6, 2026, and we are going to take a look at a new model release for the brand Finch Knife Company, and specifically their line of knives that they are producing under the moniker Sugar House Knife Syndicate. It is called the Flying Goddess. Now here is a collection of stickers and information that comes with the knife inside this match style box. There is a copy, and it is an honor to the hood ornaments that used to be mounted on the front of all of those gangster vehicles back in the 20s and 30s during Prohibition. You know the time. Fairly historical in nature, and you can see the sticker with the logo Dangerously Cool on the bottom. So I want to thank Stephen and Spencer over at Finch Knife Company for designing this knife. The artwork and stickers, package of Band-Aids and all, thank you very much. Also want to thank Austin over at Traditional Pocket Knives and his staff for getting this knife out to me in a timely manner. Let's go ahead and open up and take a look at the Flying Goddess. Now this is one of 3 configurations of the model that's been released. This one in a beautiful black and brown stained sandalwood is called the Alley Cat. And let's take a look at the Alley Cat in detail, shall we? Some specs as we go over the knife. Overall length is 7 inches long. Closed length is 4 inches. It has a 3-inch length blade of Sandvik 14C28N stainless steel. Of course, that's made in Sweden. Under contract. And there is a beautiful Persian style upswept tip clip point blade with a peak about 1/3 of the way down the spine. And then that beautiful long sloping clip with a bellied edge and a slight recurve coming back into that sharpening choil. All right, stock thickness on the blade steel is 0.104 inches, so less than 1/8. Flat ground, full flat grind on this with that center nail neck, satin finish. And this is, of course, an integral frame Faux-bolster design. It has one head bolster there, fluted on both sides. There is a shot of the back springs, of course, no gapping whatsoever. Just the slight slit for clearance for that lockback mechanism on the mid-lock. If we flip it over, you can see this side of the scales. Now, the sandalwood on this particular model looks like it's been dyed brown, almost a walnut color on this side. But if I turn it over and we take a look at the show side, this is almost an ebony black. So got a little variation in the natural materials and staining on this one. Beautiful 5-pin stainless steel, nickel silver type look on the pin construction for this. And of course we have that arrow point style, let's call it a plumb bob type shield on the blade. All right. We'll turn it over to this side. Of course, the knife tang is etched with the logo Sugar House Knife Syndicate on this side. And if we flip it over, it has the Flying Goddess 14C28N blade steel and then the model number. SHKS 2-1. This is the first release of model number 2, the Flying Goddess, and one of 3 configurations. Now, it also comes in what they're calling a Barber's Delight, which is a red and white striped micarta handle, and then finally comes in a, I want to call it almost an acrylic resin type handle that has multiple of colors, mostly turquoise and pink, and they're calling it candy cane. So go check those out at your favorite dealer. Now, at the time of filming, this knife was at most of the Finch dealers. but some of them were sold out of some configurations. You're just going to have to check them out for yourself. I did look at Knife Center, Traditional Pocket Knives, Red Hill Cutlery, Finch Knife Co., and I think I said it, White Mountain Knives. I've checked all 5 of those locations, and they all currently have at least some of the configurations still in stock. This knife will run you $95 retail. There are no typical discounts associated with Finch knives, so I think that's going to be an even playing field across all of the dealers. Go check them out and get one while they last. Now, to do a final size comparison, let's go ahead and put it up next to the first model they released, which was the Jackrabbit. And this is what they called their stripes, I believe, version, with the pinstripe suits of those gangsters of yesteryear. And if we put it next to a Model 54 Trapper case, there is that knife. So you can see that the Flying Goddess is smaller than both of those knives, and again is running 7 inches overall length with a 3-inch blade. Now, unfortunately, because of the lockback situation, no love for across the pond, so you European and UK folks, you probably will have a problem trying to carry this legally over there. But of course, anybody here in the States, in Canada and a few other areas, if they're fine with lockback knives, this is a really nice option and model to check out. So there you go, the Sugar House Knife Syndicate Flying Goddess, the second model and one of 3 configured releases by Finch Knife Co. and the Sugar House moniker. Go get you one while you can. That's going to do it for me. This is Byron from Splitting Slices, saying split a slice with a friend soon. And until my next video, everybody please have a good weekend and take care.